Today I began to wonder what the best way was to farm shield tokens. And after some investigation, this seems to be the best way by far to farm shield tokens. This is Nightmare Mode from the Chapter Select screen. This is Sanctuary, which is the Thanos Thane fight. I'm bringing every cheap trick I can to try to get through this fast. First boss here is Thanos. To start with, I just try to get him staggered and try to wait out these purple circles so I can start my spin to win. Once I start spinning on him, I don't let up until he's dead, as a rule. Even if he jumps into the air and slams back down, I just keep going. I do have 20% extra energy ISO on Miss Marvel, and I also had some extra on Wasp. Wasp does not need, I think I've got 30% extra on her. She does not need all that. She never gets anywhere near out of energy. Miss Marvel, on the other hand, needed every bit of that 20% extra energy to make it through Thanos without running out. So for the Thane fight, spin to win is not the best option. His health bar is segmented and he forces resets in the fight. It's not necessarily that spin to win's bad. It's just that I find myself getting interrupted a lot and running out of EP just from overuse beyond where his health bar stops taking damage. I do begin this fight with an EX attack. I've always got one charged up here from the Thanos fight, and I can generally recharge again by the end of this fight. In this particular run, I do not have it recharged again when I get to his last health segment. And then when I do get it recharged, I fail to notice and drag my run out just a few seconds longer than it has to be. So the Thane fight's a little trickier than the Thanos fight. Like I said, he forces the resets, and every time his health bar resets, he goes back, or every time his position resets, he goes into the air and he usually does a slam. It's really good to be in the air when he does this, like I just was there. That way you can avoid that slam and come down on top of him and start doing damage. So, to contrast this with the other means of gathering shield tokens, probably the second best option I can find is the Gauntlet stage condition terminal. And that one, I believe you get 100 for completion. It's 10 stages long. And by the time you get through the 10 stages once, you will have spent about 5 minutes looking at a loading bar, which I'm really sad to say. I love the levels, I like the idea, but the loading is just a bit excessive. So you spend 5 minutes looking at that loading bar, you get 100 for the first completion, you get 100 more shield tokens for killing 200 some odd enemies, 100 more for getting 1,000,000 points, I believe it is, and then 100 more for killing 80 some odd bosses. And to achieve all those, you have to make multiple passes, and when you break it down by time, it just doesn't compare to this. This particular method right here, I can get through this fight, skip the credits, get back to the menu screen, reselect the chapter, wait for my loading bar to finish, and I can knock this out in 5 minutes with all that included, 5 minutes each time. So I'm getting 170 shield tokens every 5 minutes. Compared to the other way is not even close. Condition terminal, I can't remember, I think I got 400 shield tokens in a little over half an hour. So it doesn't take long to see that that's not really paying off for me. I wish I could say otherwise. I would much rather something a little bit more entertaining, less repetitive, be the best payout, but this is the best I've found so far. If you guys find something better, I would love to know.